Hello, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Hi, Vasim. Looks like quiet morning so far. We're going to wait for another minute or so for other people to join us as well. How's trading going? Are you in any trade so far? Or do you have a plan for some trades today, wondering what happened with Japanese yen? Yeah, I think many people are wondering what's happening with Japanese yen. When a currency pair, we're going to show it on the chart later, but in general, when we are used to in a move momentum, let's say either to the upside or downside, then most of the times our beliefs it's that this pair it has to keep going in that direction forever, but usually after an extensive impulse moves, we see strong retracements. All right. So, and especially with the Japanese yen, it's been 2 months. It's on a falling. So, at some point, yes, it has to retrace, and somehow the retracements are quite strong. For example, yesterday, the Australian dollar with the Japanese yen, it went down 128 pips, I think. So these things happen. Hi, Padel. Hi, Sarkar. Hello, sir. Okay, guys, so we're going to start. Kalispera, Padel. I like when you type it quick. So, first, thanks for everyone who gave likes and subscribes on the YouTube channel. We finally reached 30K followers. We would like to keep growing, so please make sure every time you like the videos, if you find value on this video, so it will be a good feedback for me as well. Namaste, Padel. Namaste. So, guys, all the informations and the market analysis I'm sharing with you today, they have nothing to do and it's not considered personal advice. So if you are seeking for a personal financial advice, please refer to your financial brokers. The way I enter the market and the way I analyze it, the way I talk about the market, it's based on solely on my own perception about the events. Today, it looks like let's say in regards to trading volume, we're not going to experience most likely that much volatility in the market because not many major news events are about to happen. We are towards the end of this month. So hello to everyone who joined us from the YouTube live. Hi, Brand. So we're going to have later tonight Eastern, my local time. When I talk about my local time, I mean the Eastern European time. Okay, so in Cyprus we are 2 hours ahead of London, so it's +2 GMT. All right, we're going to have the Reserve Bank of Australia lower speech. Usually discussed about how they see the market, how they see their economy, sorry. Their thoughts about possible interest rates increases, although we know that Australia is saying a lot lately that they want to take the interest rates higher and higher and higher, so we'll see what will happen. Okay, but we can remember, guys, we do not take trading decisions around the news events, because the Forex market especially has the tendency to experience high volatility. So if you enter here, for example, and around this type of major news events, and you have a stop loss of about 10-15 pips, even if you take it right, most of the times the market it's taking a deep opposite direction move, and then it just go to the move it want to move. Okay, to the direction it want to move. So let's go to the live charts, and as usual we will start from the pound USD. So pound US dollar, remember guys, we were talking about this area a bit extensively. We said that if the market can come to retest this level, and if we find a strong price action for the price action traders, or for those you are interested to understand about price action, it's the leading indicator on the chart. It's what it shows, what it's going to happen, what it's most likely will happen next. It's not a guarantee though, but all the indicators you may have on the charts, EMAs or RSIs or stochastics or MACDs, all of them, they are, it's the outcome, it's the product of the price action printed on the chart. Okay, so at some stage, I would like you to start looking on the charts the way I look at them, because I use the price action as a way to understand what's happening in the markets. So we see here, we are in this type of formation where the market is trying to push higher, and then the sellers at this point, they try to compress it lower. It looks like we have the tendency to move higher, but it doesn't mean it's going to happen, right? So we are still on this ranging pattern here. I will teach you something about this before I go to the next one. On the lower time frames, if you see this type of consolidations, okay, and you can recognize a pattern, something like this. If you turn to the high time frame, let's say we were on the 4 hour, if we go to the daily, we will see that in this chart, the market is just moving within a candle's top and bottom range. Okay, so always when you see the consolidation on the lower time frame, it means on the higher time frame it's just a big candle and with its boundaries, and then the price action follows. It's just moving within that range. Okay. Excuse me. This is a simple way of you to, without going to the higher time frame, to understand what's happening in terms of price action. However, this is going to come with a bit of screen time. Okay, I'm just mentioning it now. So what do we see on the euro US dollar? We have a range here, the price still moving. You see, we mark this area as an area of interest, as an area of support, and we said that if the price is going to retest this area, which we've done twice, we can take it to the upside. However, because we had this higher swing and this swing here. We said that this market now it was on a range. So if you enter here, you had a stop there, you should target somewhere around here. If you are on this trade and you are long, if you believe that it's going to keep pushing higher, you act on based on what you think is best for you in the situation. Let's go to Australian US dollar. On the 4-hour here, we see the market. You remember we talk about this lower low here. So we said any pullbacks here, they are good to set a short trade. Okay. Now the market just stays somewhere there. So just drifting around without showing any indication of a clear direction. And again, guys, end of the week, not many news events can change the direction of the market, the overall direction. So we are just patient. New Zealand US dollar, I remember someone or some few people, they entered long in this trade. I don't know if they're still holding. To me, it's a mixed picture so far. I wanted to short it from there. However, we were very close to this support zone down here. So it wasn't any clear room for me to do at least 1-to-1, 2-to-1 at least. So I didn't participate in this trade. All right, maybe the market can push. Maybe the market can push lower. Who knows? I prefer, and I told you many times so far, and I will repeat it again, and I will again repeat it in the future, and maybe in every trading session we have here. I prefer to see a strong impulse move. Then I want to see some type of pullback without ranging and sideways drifting, just a normal higher high, higher low, higher high, in this occasion in an overall downtrend. Okay, so I want to see a pullback, and then I want to enter the market. I want to see a confirmation candle, and I put the reason I would like to see the confirmation candles in this occasion was an inside bar. It's because with a confirmation candle on this direction, on the overall market direction, we can use a tighter stop instead of entering here and put my stop there and have all these 60 pips move. So in order for me to do 2-to-1, I have to wait for the market to come to 120 pips. If I use this tight stop loss, because of this analysis I'm doing and because of this confirmation, I could enter here. I have my stop here, 23 plus a little bit 25 pips, and I could make 6-7-to-1. Okay, that's why my trading style is what I call a sniper trader. So I'm waiting patient on the sidelines for a clear direction, a momentum to be built in the market. I wait for a nice pullback, and especially if it matches with an area of retesting the last broken swing in the market, I want to see a tidy price action, which it's going to allow me to have a considerably stop loss, a tighter stop loss, and I would like to participate in this type of moves. Okay, that was a good move for me. That was here a good move for me, and after that the market was just drifting sideways. Okay, and that's my trading style. All right, let's go to the next one. USD Canadian dollar. When we see last time, remember we saw this higher high here, then we have the lower the move lower here, but it was unable to break below this last swing low. Now the market is trying to make its way high again. We just stuck a little bit in this sideways move, so we will wait to see what's going to happen here. The USD yen, that's an interesting pair. So we talked about this area here. The market put just very shallow pullbacks. You see the candles. So when you see this type of candles, it means the market, it doesn't have any willingness to just push deep lower. Compare these two candles here with this candle here, with this candle, with this candle, with this candle. All of them are big. They have too much of volume within them. So the sellers, they were aggressively selling at these prices. But here, the insight we get from the candle bodies is that they are tiny and small comparing to the bullish candle. So it looks like that buyers are still in control. Now the market make a new high here. If we're going to put the volume, I will show you another day how you can use the volume, because it's a good indicator to have on your charts. So we see that it's selling off. Maybe we're going to see the market come and retest this low point here. Okay, if it's going to break lower, most likely we're going to retest this lower level here. But for now, it doesn't break lower. At least we don't see to break lower. Okay, let's go quickly to a few more pairs, and then we're going to answer the questions. Now, the JBP, JPY, it's a bit of mixture here. If we go to the 4-hour, to the daily chart, we see this type of move. It stopped, the price stop at this high point, a very, very deep pullback, retrace about 70% of the original move. So whatever is being bought from here onwards, it's been retraced there. Okay, market put this massive bullish pin bar, and it worked. It pushed the market higher. Now it's coming to this area here. We didn't manage to make a clear higher high. So who is in control? It's a bit hard to say. And when we go to the 4-hour chart, and we see a different picture here, we see a lower low. So this is really, guys, this is the market conditions. From my experience, I learned not to participate in, not to put my hard earning money on this type of trades, because the 4-hour shows lower lows, the daily shows lower highs but not lower lows. So where is it? Which one is the downtrend? Which one is the uptrend at the end of the day? Okay, and at many times when you find yourself in this type of thinking process, do we have to buy? Do we have to sell here? The daily is telling us to go long, but the 4-hour is telling us to go short. Guys, if you don't have this type of a clear agreement between a couple of time frames, my suggestion is just stay away from the market, okay? And wait until you're going to find a clear picture so you can place your trades. Same happening with the Euro JPY. We have a double top here, a very nice double top. This is one of my favorite patterns to trade on a double top. When I see a bullish momentum trying to go through, and then the next session it comes with a pin bar right at the top. Remember, for those you are constantly participating on my webinars, I talked a few times about, if you see a pin bar, right, a bullish pin bar right on resistance, you must never, ever, ever enter in this market. You have to go on the opposite, okay? And that and that's come from a trader who has a lot of trading experience and a lot of screening time on the chart. This bullish pin bar on an uptrend right on resistance, it's the worst signal to take. Okay. So let's move to the next one. Euro Canadian dollar. We talked about that. If you remember, coming out of this support, the market push higher. It's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. This is the daily chart. 5 days, the market is just drifting around. Buyers at this level here, they didn't want to push higher, but on the other side, sellers, they didn't push lower as well. So we have a range battle within the buyers and sellers. However, on the 4-hour chart, you will see that this is stuck on this range here. Okay, this is a range. It's not a type of range I participate. I told you many times, I participate on defined ranges on the daily chart. Okay, because ranges are low probability trades. So on the 4-hour chart, I don't see any valid reason to take ranging trades. So we're going to wait to see if finally it's going to break. And we said that if this, let's make a trading plan, if this is going to break and it's going to make a higher high than this one here, then I would like to see a little bit of pullback, and then I'm ready to take it to the upside. Now, if the market is going to just come up to here, reject, and goes there, I'm not really interested to participate on the short side, because this range now, it's a bit, it went for a bit too long, and at some point, the price is going to just break out. Pound Canadian dollar looks a bit better, this pair. I'll tell you why. This one here, we have a nice bullish engulfing bar. We have a higher high here, so maybe buyers in control. We have 2 rejections here. And on the 4-hour chart, we, sorry guys, I don't know why it fit appear here. On the 4-hour chart, we have this trend line finally broke through, and bullish candles in the market. So any pullback here, I would see the price action around this area, and I will see if I'm going to participate. But for now, I'm still on the sidelines. Euro Australian dollar, we came at this level of resistance. Especially with the Australian dollars, we have to be a little bit careful today, because who knows what they're going to say on the meeting and what they're going to maybe decide. So the market is going to most likely react to tonight's event. Euro New Zealand. The market, have the tendencies trying to make a higher highs here, and we see more bullish candles than bearish candles. However, we don't have a momentum, so we wait to see what's going to happen here as well. Clearly, Australian dollar, pound against the Australian dollar, clearly it's sitting right now at this resistance. So we're going to see what will happen. Pound New Zealand, pretty much the same, nothing major here. Euro against the JBP, higher high, retrace everything, almost everything, about 90% of the move. Buyers got rejected here, now bearish engulfing. It's really, it's not a move you want to see. You want to see this type of move, this move with retracement around here, but rejection. You are good to go. You can target up to there. But this type of moves where the market make this big impulse move, instantly it's been rejected, and another candle didn't even reject this area here, it just penetrated and closed lower. It shows a bit weakness in the market, at least at this point. Okay, so let's go to some questions. I will start from the Zoom. Would you not use FIB to study and see if it tests the key level? Padel is asking if I'm using Fibonacci retracement to see if it's going to test the key level. Definitely I use Fibonacci. However, I use Fibonacci only on trending markets, Padel, because I noticed some people, they are using Fibonacci on the ranging markets. They go, let's say, to EuroCAD, and we see that here it's ranging. And why to come and use Fibonacci from here to there within a range? You use Fibonacci when you have trending markets, and that's my advice in this particular type of analysis. Okay, but definitely I use Fibonacci. USD JPY on daily and weekly prepare divergence. Bilag is asking about the USD JPY on the daily chart. For those you are trading divergence, or for those you know what divergence are, yes, on daily and weekly prepare divergence. If we go on the weekly, let's put an indicator trend. Where is MACD? Moving on. Sorry, why I don't see? Oh, MACD must be here. It's not even here. Sorry, guys, I just don't find where is the MACD now. Anyway, let's put RSI or whatever. For those, again, I'm not going to give a lecture about divergence now, but for those you are trading divergence on the weekly, yes, this is higher high, the price put higher high, and your indicator put higher low, okay, lower high, sorry. And on the daily, the same. And also on the daily, the divergence, they started from there. So yes, we expect to see a move, a push lower. We talked about that. So what else? When in doubt, stay out. That's right, Paddle. When we are in doubt for a trade, we don't touch it, we stay out. And guys, if you are in a doubt, but you are thinking that the pair is going to move higher, and you are in your head, you are a buyer, and you say to yourself, I'm in a doubt, I don't know, it's something doesn't make too much of sense, better stay out of the market. If it's going to end up being a winning trade, it's none of your business. If it's going to be end up losing trade, it's again none of your business. Try to be more subjective in your business. Try to have your emotions detached from any outcome. Okay. What about pound Australian dollar? Maureen, we talked about pound Australian dollar. We said that we are right at resistance. If your trading plan is shorting from resistance, and that's what you believe it's going to happen, then you accordingly. For me, for my analysis, this market on any trying of rejection, the buyers, they step in. So I'm not willing to participate on the downside on this market. I prefer to be a buyer if it's going to break through, because we already came from this big downtrend. The market consolidated a lot. When the sellers, they had all the opportunity to push lower, twice, one here and twice there. They didn't manage to push lower. So maybe this move came to an end. So maybe we're going to see a buying pressure. So I'm going to just stay on the sidelines for now. Objective, yes. So let's go to the live YouTube live chat and see questions. First, Survac says, how do you use the 2 moving average? I have them, Survac, as just trend filters. I don't tend to take trades when the price touches 2 moving averages because they are dynamic. They change with the price movement. They change with the candlestick, with the with how much the candle have, how much volume it's within the candle. So I just have them as trend filters. And to be honest, because it was the first thing I've done with my trading back in the day, so I just, most of the times they are here, but I don't see them that they are here, if that makes sense. Especially on the ranging, it's the worst indicators to have on your charts, okay? But because they don't bother me, they don't take my mind away and focus on them, I don't focus on them, so I just have them. But as a trend filter, yes, it shows you the dynamic of the trend. Okay, that's how I do use them. Another question. I am in a sell trade at Euro Aussie. Euro Aussie, where is Euro Aussie? You are in a sell trade at Euro Aussie. Look, if this applies to your trading and you think that this market is for sale, then you are the best person to answer that question, Sarkar, not me. I'm just here to tell you guys how do I read the markets and not what you have to do, because the way you maybe read the market is different. You can learn from me, absolutely. That's the reason I'm here. But on your actual trading execution, you have to act based on what you believe, okay? Bernd, do we see then this V-shaped, I mean, yes, we do see this V-shape. I think you put this question when we were talking about the pound yen or euro yen, and yes, you are right, we see these V-shapes. And Peter, as more PDF candlesticks, how it works. Peter is asking, he would like to know more about candlesticks, how it works. I think it will be good to dedicate and one hour webinar separated, and I'll just go through that. All right. Okay, guys, that's all for today from my side. If you like this webinar, again, please make sure, for those who haven't subscribed yet on YouTube channel and who haven't liked the video, especially this video today, please give us a thumbs up, like the video if you like it, of course. If you have any questions, please put them on the video comment on YouTube, and I will go and answer every one of each comments. All right. It's been a pleasure to be here with you today. Have a great weekend. Please be careful with your trading today. If you are going to do intraday trading, most of the pairs are just directionless, as we saw. So make sure you find good patterns to trade and not just caught up in random moves. All right. Thank you so much. I wish you all the best. Bye-bye.